Hello railfans, and welcome to French Fried Trains. It's Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. We headed out first thing in the morning, and we only waited about a half hour for the first train to arrive. A southbound autorack train in the morning sun. And check this out, an old chassis system boxcar still trooping along. And a shiny clean Union Pacific car. And check out all the mismatched panels on this car here. And about 5 minutes later, the tail end of this train passes us by with a shiny new CSX autorack. After this, it would be about half an hour, 40 minutes before anything else would show up. And check that out, a bit of foreign power on this train with dual Canadian national units. The trailing unit still in ex-Citirail paint. This was a long unit covered hopper train. And here we see an old Seaboard system car with the logo still pretty clear for its age. And check this one out, a Louis Dreyfus Corporation car. And a few cars behind that, a Union Equity car. And a few minutes later, the tail end passes us by. After this train, it would be about another hour before any other trains would show up to our location. A northbound mixed manifest train led by a pair of ES40 DCs. This one appears at first as an autorack train, and there are a lot of autoracks mixed in on this train, but it had a bunch of other types of cars on it. Some tank cars here, followed by a bunch of loaded up center beam cars. And as you can see, even more autoracks mixed in on this train here. Even a TTX articulated autorack thrown in the mix here. And here we see an old Boston and Maine 2-bay covered hopper. And about 6.5 minutes later, the tail end of this one passes us by, brought up by a single tanker car. And after this one passed, it would only be about 20 minutes before the next train would show up. Check that out, an SD23T4 rebuild trails, pulling a loaded up continuous rail train. And in nice shiny paint. This is my first time seeing one. These SD23 Tier 4 locomotives are Frankenstein rebuilds, as they use the body and frame of an EMD SD40-2 locomotive, but with GE prime movers in them, as well as all new electronics and radiator systems meant to meet Tier 4 environmental emission standards. A really weird locomotive. And soon enough, the tail end of this work train passes us by. And that was all the trains we got that day, as I had to head home. So that's all for this episode of French Fried Trains. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone, have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.